The following is a fan-made review. Mushi-Shi is the property of ARTLAND, MADMAN Entertainment, FUNIMATION Entertainment, Revelation Films, Fuji TV, BS Fuji, ANIMAX, and YUKI URUSHIBARA. Please support the official release. Hello fellow subscribers. After watching this show, I have decided to give up all worldly possessions and stop watching movies and animes and continue my life as a Mushi master. It deeply saddens me that I have to give up this very wonderful life, but I have decided to dedicate my life to going and finding Mushi and studying them. So I hope you all have a great life, and I'm off. Okay, just one more review then. What up, y'all? It's the Black Anime Guy, and I return again to make a new anime review for all of you. I'm here to discuss about a really awesome yet rarely known anime called Mushi-Shi. So the basic premise of this anime is it follows a Mushi master by the name of Ginko, who can see what most people cannot see. These purest form of life organisms known as Mushi, who have altered the course of human history since the genesis of time. They are neither living or dead, neither are they good or evil. They just exist and interact with humans. Think of germs, bacteria, viruses, illnesses. Those are what Mushis kind of resemble in the real human world compared to this alternate reality in this anime. These are the cause of many human illnesses, many human catastrophes, and very unexplained phenomena. And so Ginko goes around and he investigates, studies, and helps people who are afflicted by Mushi. Now I was recommended to watch this anime by one of my friends in UCF. He told me, yo, this anime is pretty awesome, you should check it out. And I've heard a lot about Mushi-Shi actually. I've known about it for 4 years and people kept talking about how it's underrated, nobody ever talks about it. But after watching it, I realized it is true. This anime is really underappreciated because this is fine storytelling at its best. With great character development, has to be one of the best animes to do secondary character development better than any anime I've ever seen. Probably even better than any movie I've ever seen. Major pros of the anime includes that you follow this character in very non-linear storytelling and you're intrigued throughout the whole thing. But the thing about it is that it's so interesting that you just continue to watch it. You want to know about these Mushi. You want to know about Ginko's journey. Will he succeed in helping these people get rid of these Mushi? And will he understand fully what these Mushis are? Ginko was a really well-developed character who, at first, I was kind of mad about because they never really fully explained his life or where he came from or why he looks the way he is. The anime revolves around secondary characters and how they react with Mushis that live in their area. But then, one episode showed how Ginko became Ginko. And who is this woman talking in the beginning of every episode? It explains that, and I felt that was really good. Going back to my statement about how this anime has to be the best representation of secondary character development, each episode has an entirely new story with an entirely new character that we have to learn and be attached to. Now, this is a very hard thing to do. It's hard enough to develop a main character, let alone 4 main characters, but when a series develops characters that you don't know about, it's a new character every episode, and to do it so well as Mushi-Shi did, is quite extraordinary. There are some stories I like more than others. There are some stories I didn't really care about more than other stories, but as a whole, each character and each story was intriguing enough to have you continue to watch. And I felt like they really developed these characters very well, to the point like you've known them for all your life. One thing that also interests me was the type of Mushi that we learned in every episode. There's always a new Mushi with a new dilemma at hand. And what made this show very great about that was you wanted to find out how is Ginko going to get rid of this Mushi? How is he going to help these people rid their lives out of this attachment to this Mushi, and it's just intriguing to see him go through the process of how within the curse is the cure. In fact, one of the tagline is the cure is in the curse. You just need to go deeper into what it is, you will find the cure. And the animation for most part was very good. I like the way that they animated some of the Mushi in the anime. It would look very fluid. It made them stand out, which you're supposed to do because these Mushi aren't supposed to be connected to the human world. They live in their own worlds per se. And so you see the difference in animation between humans and the Mushi, and it's kind of intriguing and awesome to see. Like, I like the animation style that they did with this anime. I had a few problems with the anime, but nothing really big to really ruin it, but some problems that I think other people might have. First being that this anime is very slow, drawn out, and it's kind of long and boring to some people. There were some stories that were very intriguing, others made me fall asleep. In fact, it's so calming that if you watch this anime at night, you'll probably fall asleep. Not to say that this show is boring, but after a while when you watch this plot unfold slowly, you might get a little bored and your attention span might not be super long, so you might not be interested after a while. So that's one problem. The last problem I really had was I watched the final episode and I was kind of irritated by the fact that the final episode revolved around, again, secondary characters, but not more on our main character. In fact, our main character became a secondary character, and the secondary characters became the main characters. When you have a show that establishes that your main character is Ginkgo, I would really like for the last episode to revolve around Ginkgo in a way. The last episode does revolve around Ginkgo in a way, but he plays a very small, substantial part to the full story that's being told. I wanted him to be the main focus of the story, not the side character of the story, if you feel what I mean. But overall, Mushi-Shi is a fantastic anime filled with great storytelling, well-developed secondary characters, and a main character that you would love to follow around and see his journey unfold. And that is why I will give this anime a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It is a near perfect anime. And I really recommend that you go watch it because it truly is an underrated anime. And this anime really deserves the publicity for its storytelling and its secondary character development alone. It makes it stand out from all these other generic animes. Anyway, what did you guys think of this anime? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was a little slow and boring? Comment below and let me know. Anyway, I'm the Black Anime Guy, bridging the gap between movies and anime reviews. Till then, peace YouTube.